Hi and welcome to Crash Bandicoot 4, it's about average.
Hello there, my name is Robert Duncan McNeil. You probably know me best from playing the Tom Paris from the Star Trek Voyager TV show. If you're looking for something to watch while you're waiting for better stuff to come out, try
OwlPlays Deluxe.
It might not be great, but it could certainly be worse. To quote the great Captain Janeway herself, engage.
I'm still amazed that I got Robert to record that for me. Thanks very much. One thing, cutscenes don't work properly, the FMVs, so blank screen, but I can skip it. Weird glitch, I don't understand why. Like, I've checked, all the video files seem to be there. This is the PC version, and yeah, I don't know why they don't work. The in-game cutscenes work fine. It's like the one problem with this game. Apart from some inconsistent frame rate issues, it runs a lot better than the PC. It runs better than like the base PS4 version, the Switch. It looks worse on the recording. It runs better when you're playing it. So I actually don't know the story in this game because I literally haven't seen the video. I haven't seen the cutscenes. Oh, Crash looks scared. But yeah, at the beginning I said Crash Bandicoot 4 is about average. The platforming stuff with Crash and Coco is really good. I'd say that right off the bat. No, don't skip me. Oh, I've hit skip. The inverted stages are just disgustingly cynical filler. There's nothing, you can't deny that. And the stages where you have to play as one of the other characters then Crash, again, just more filler to be honest, and pointless as well. Go away. But the box standard platform in this is really good for the most part, and I would have happily this been a shorter game if they got rid of that crap. And I do regret getting 100% on this, because it wasn't very fun. But yeah, I've got this running as good as I can. The frame rate on the recording is a little inconsistent. There's nothing I can do about that. Game doesn't work well with OBS, so I'm having to resort to Shadowplay, which Shadowplay is a good sort of beginner sort of like screen recording program, but for like big projects it's not very good. But it's the only way I can get it working. No, that's my first death. That's embarrassing. There you go. So I get for not paying attention. Yeah, that's the first level done. But one thing I don't like about this game is such a minor thing. It doesn't affect the gameplay or anything. I don't like Crash in this game very much. He's very smug, and Crash isn't as endearing when he's smug. Like, you look at the original games, for the most part in those original 3 games, he's an idiot. Like, most of the time he's got a very blank expression. It's very rare for him to be smug. This entire game he's smug, and I don't like it. It's a very minor thing to complain about, but it does bother me a little bit. Oh, Ghost Mouse, do your job. Oh, you already opened it. A big criticism of this game people have is the boxes. Some of the boxes are right pain in the ass to get, and some of them are really obnoxious. I'll point them out when I get to them, but I don't know why I'm going to get the gem, but I am. Spoiler if you've not played this game. Yeah, the way you get the colour gems in this game are kind of boring, to be honest. Like that. Give me that. Oh, colour gem. Well, now we get a chase segment. There's a glitch on the second chase segment where the gate doesn't open, but the car still comes out. There's a lot of glitches in this game, like visual stuff. Oh. Don't do that, boy. Again, you'd have no reason to break the boxes in these segments. Thank God for that rope. Yeah, I managed to get the game running better. Although I don't think it really affects the recording. I think the recording's still a bit naff, unfortunately. There we go. 86 boxes. One of the lowest box counts in the game. Like, some of the levels go bonkers. There's some like more than 300, I think. So the map in this one is more like the first game, surprisingly. You don't get like the hub of the second or third. There we go. So this is one of the masks. This one changes the dimension of objects. There's how many masks? There's 4 of them in the game, I think. I forgot, it's been a while. They're a nice addition, I actually quite like them. One of them I'm not particularly fond on. I'll get to it when we get there. Shut up, engine. Oh! You're trying to rush through things, what you get. Second environment in the game. We've gone from Insanity Island to Desert Wasteland, I guess, and kind of a unique scenario. I don't think there's any levels in the previous games are like this. I mean, there's a few deserty levels, Obviously you get Dingo Canyon in Crash Team Racing. You get some like deserty levels in Wrath of Cortex. Here we go. So the grinding, I honestly hated the grinding at first in this game, but then I got used to it. I don't mind it now. See, this is the stuff the game should have been doing, just like new things that were still platforming. Oh, I forgot. Oh, how could I forget this? This is the best thing in the game. See if I can do this right. You make crash spin on the spot. It's the most amazing thing, and I love it. I love the fact you can just shut them up. It's amazing. There's also swinging. The timing's a little bit awkward, but it's not too bad, luckily. There you go. But yeah, I mean, this is the stuff that the game does really well. And there's a box hidden down here. And after you beat this bonus zone, there's a box under there. And you can barely see them. Very easy to miss. And the game does that constantly. That's just some of the worst examples in there. But yeah, the platform in this game is actually really good. Like, it's probably the best platforming in the entire series. It's even better than the original games, to be honest. And that's what makes the more lesser aspects of the game more disappointing, because clearly a lot of fucking effort went into this. These enemies are pointless. They're just little crabby, pinchy boys, and they don't do anything. They don't hurt you, but you can hurt them, and it's mean. But those sharks just remind me of the crocodiles from Crash 3. You're going to hear a lot of references to the old games, because I love those games. I could honestly name you all the levels of Crash 2 and 3 in order, that's how much I like them. Not having to, like, do everything in the level kind of makes it a little bit more relaxed than my last playthrough. There's a gem hidden up here if you want it. No reason to get it. I like the idea of the hidden gems, but some of them are quite obnoxiously hidden away. That's fine, that one. Up next is Crash Compactor. And that's a fucking pun. First level with a gem route in it as well. And the gem routes in here for the most part are very disappointing, they're very short. Oh, a tape. Yeah, so to get those tapes, the tapes feel like sort of like a substitute for the death routes, because there pretty much aren't any in this game, which is disappointing. There's like only one like proper one in the end. But basically you have to reach him without dying. Obviously that one's piss easy. Don't know why I spammed that guy. Oh, whatever. But the thing is, I've seen like footage of the base PS4 version and the Switch version. It's really bad. Like, I don't think optimization was one of their priorities, sadly. Like the Switch, okay, I almost give the Switch version a break because the Switch is an underpowered piece of crap compared to its contemporaries. Oh, of course we can actually do it. But yeah, it's very disappointing. I looked forward to this and I was very underwhelmed. They don't even change the music either. The soundtrack to this game is very good. But yeah, if you're not actually getting the boxes, this is pointless. Don't know why I bothered. And we're done, that's it. That's the entire thing. But yeah, so that's what I mean, they just hide the boxes everywhere in this game. I think it was just an attempt to make the game appear like it's got more content. It feels like this game doesn't respect the player's time very much. Let's see how quick I can do this. Ooh! I'm a super player. Oh, we're done. Oh, I thought it was a bit longer. Oh, that's good. We're not taking too long on the levels. Right, up next is Hit the Road. Another chase segment. As I said before, this one has a... Unless I cut the audio out, of course. It has a glitch in it where sometimes the truck will come through the gate even though the gate's not opened. Game's full of these little glitches. Let's see how many we can capture. But yeah, I love this. The soundtrack to this game is very good. And this is my favourite songs in the game. Oh, my bones. By the way, that's another clue of how to get the gem on this level. Although actually I managed to find it without the clue just by pure stupidity and luck. Oh, for fuck's sake. There's only one coloured gem in this game that's actually difficult to get. And that is the one on the one of the embryo levels. It's ridiculously hard in comparison. I don't know what they were thinking. I guess it is a decent challenge, but... Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, here we go. Oh! Oh! Alright, finally. Jesus Christ. Get to the main portion of the level, which is arguably hard. But yeah, I love... These might be some of my favourite levels in the game, actually. At least visually. Because it just looks like a ridiculously stupid obstacle course. It's just so visually interesting. Can't get the tape now, unfortunately. Come here, big boy. There you go. Ooh. Oh, by the way, Crash actually has 2 spins in the game. You get like the normal big one. If you stand still, you get a little one, which puts the collision box lower, so you can get like the boxes under TNTs and stuff. I don't think the game even tells you that. But it's a nice thing. I like it. Oh, here we go. Shut up. I'm going to shut him up before he even starts talking. Here we go, mask time. Alright, come on, boy. Oh, and I died. See, the annoying thing is I can't even hide how many deaths I've got, so you might just... one time you might just get like 99 on there. Having to wait in any game sucks. I don't like waiting, I'm too impatient. Oh, fucking hell. Right, so I'm having to use Shadow Play. So there's a 3.8GB limit. Nothing I can do about that. That's just unfortunately a Windows 7 limitation. So what I'm having to do, and this is absurd, I'm having to like record for like a specific amount of time, stop the recording, start the recording. So I'm having to like do constant sync tests and stuff to make sure everything's in sync. It's absurd the shit that we do to make videos that nobody watches. But the thing is, you can record for longer than 3.8GB, it'll just split up the video file. Problem is, usually there's problems with like the beginning and the end. It doesn't sync up properly, there's like frame rate issues, so I'm having to like manually split it up myself. So I'm recording for 17.5 minutes, that's what I determine as a safe length. I've even got my phone next to me so I can time this. It's going to be a right pain in the ass to edit. Well, the gate opened this time, that's good. Oh, sabotage. Oh, Crash, you didn't have to jump into that ball, mate. You could have just ran. You silly boy. I can tell you, one thing I don't like about the game. You have the time trials. I'm not the biggest fan of time trials in games. I don't like the idea of constantly playing the same thing over and over again. One thing they do is they change the boxes in the time trials. So they'll add like extra like nitro boxes and stuff. Well, not add, but they'll like change them. A normal box like a nitro box, and it's really annoying. Come out. So instead of fun gen routes, we get this bullshit. Come on. And it's clipped into the floor as well. It's nice. Alright. So that makes the time trials even harder. It's like, why? Why would you do that? So this is a particularly bad time trial because you get like nitro boxes and they're very hard to dodge because you're going so quick. It just sort of like... oh, it just makes things a pain in the ass. I don't like it. I don't like it. So don't do it. I did think he said for Christ's sake the first time, but... but the thing I don't understand, they don't have him say for Christ's sake. But I'm not kidding you. At one point, Dingo Dow says bastard. And he says bollocks as well. I don't like the swearing, by the way. I'm not a prude, I swear all the time myself. Right, so our first boss, and it's... Engine. Bosses in this game are fine. I mean, they're better than the... I would say they're probably more involved than the original bosses. But here, the reason why I like the bosses in this game... oh shit. I don't like that. The reason why I don't mind the bosses is because they're basically just little platforming challenges, and that's all a boss in a platform game needs to be. This one's particularly... easy.
Stay away from my...
there we go. But you don't actually have to do all the boss in one go either. Which, in one hand, thank God. On the other hand, it kind of trivialises it. Like, I wouldn't mind a little bit of a balance of, like, do it in one go, but make it maybe just a little bit easier. Because you never had to do, like, the last boss in Crash 3, not particularly difficult, but you have to do it in one go. These bosses are kind of trivial. It just trivialises the bosses, man. Oh, whatever. Again, I could give or take bosses in platform games anyway. Well, now we have to use the max, do we? Well, this is a hard challenge. Not. There we go. Things get even more bonkers now. Let's see if I can do this in the first go. I won't, because I will mess up, because I've got no incentive to play well. That's the problem. Oh, moving platforms, you swines. It's not like I had to skip that one anyway. I thought I was going to die then, honestly. Okay, now we get an absolute bonkers platform arrangement. And what we need to do is we need to find these guys who are now rocking out to engine. That's two. There he is. Come here, you fucker. Oh, that was the quickest one. Okay, now to get over there. Please don't die now, man. I actually played good. I did better in the harder parts than the easy parts. Oh, bollocks. No, screw it. Just skip it. Yeah, it seems a bit trivial, those platforms. I know they want to incorporate the, they want to incorporate the mass, but maybe do it in a bit more of a meaningful way. Right, so we're done with this world. Booty calls. But yeah, pirates. It's They did pirate theming in, obviously, Crash 3, in the jet ski levels. Maybe a little bit redundant doing it again, but it's different enough. Like, this is platforming, so I give it a break. I remember the, oh, I got chopped. Yeah, again, a bit of a lame death, to be honest. Like, those knights in Crash 3 actually did chop you in half, and they chopped you in a comical way. But here it's just like, oh, I fell down and did this big spin. It's not as funny. Yeah, some of those tapes later on are absolutely bonkers difficult. Let's see if I can get with the box as well. I already failed. I fell before I even said it. But you can spin as well. But yeah, I hated this grinding at first. I really did, but now I quite like it. And if they ever made another game, which they probably aren't, because I think this game killed the franchise, I would like to see more grinding. Maybe make it a little bit more faster... Oh, fuck. Make it a bit more faster paced in the responses. I got most of them. Not bad for a first go. I'm not a big fan of these little cutscenes. It just takes away from the gameplay and breaks the flow up quite a bit. I understand why they're there for story purposes, but it's a Crash game, who gives a shit about the story? Do a spin? You know, I'm gonna do the bonus route, why not? It's not really a bonus. Bonus is kind of a disingenuous term, to be honest, because it's kind of mandatory in ways. Right. Another chance to make myself look like a complete idiot. But you look at things like in the background, and it's clear a lot of effort went into the visuals, but I would have... But the problem is, those nice visuals really tank the performance. Like, that's probably why this game runs so badly on, like, the PS4 and stuff. And by the way, if you don't know this, you can just spin to stop the bouncing. Makes those flashback tapes a lot easier, if you ask me. Okay, got 2 minutes until I need to stop this recording. Then I have to start a new one. So I gotta get this through this level very quickly. Come right, squash. Yeah, I didn't talk about this. They have those crates that make fire. I'm not the biggest fan of them, because again, it just sort of breaks up the flow of the level a bit. Having to wait for them to get them. Oh, look at that, all that gold. The Crash don't want that gold, he wants that fruit. Oh, Crash, you wanted a fruit, I'm right here. Look at that gold. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexagonal gold. Hey, there's my hidden gem in the back. My red gem. You stole it. Well, I guess the fun had to come to an end, because now, unfortunately, we can't play as Crash. Oh hey, it's the one who doesn't fit with the art style in the slightest. Yeah, this is what annoys me about Torna. Original art design, I can understand people having complaints with. It does seem out of place. But the thing is, you have a game that's filled with cartoony characters, and now you have a character with realistic proportions. It sticks out like a sore thumb. I would have preferred they just didn't have Torna full stop, to be honest. Because who gives a shit about her? She was in the first game, and then she was kicked out, basically. She's basically a non-character. It's like they wanted to ask the question, what happened to Torna? Most people don't give a shit. They don't. And plus, I want to play as Crash. Like, I don't want to play as Dingo Dow, I don't want to play as Cortex. Just let me play as fucking Crash, man. It's called Crash Bandicoot, for Christ's sake. I think I don't understand. Like, she plays so similar to Crash, it makes me wonder what's the point. Like, she's better than, Cortex. No, she's not, no. I'd say I prefer Cortex just because he plays a little bit differently. But she's definitely better than Dingo Dow, who's just boring. Oh shit, forgot. She has the hook shot, which is the same thing that Nina had in, Twinsanity. So they're not even doing original stuff with her, either. But I gotta be honest, like, the redesign is just so over the top as well. Like, they're trying to contrast the old design. You know what it reminds me of? The sort of the punk style. It reminds me of, Mike from Red Letter Media during his punk days when he was like younger. I'll put a picture up now. So I just can't take the appearance seriously. It's just so over the top and comical. This is a long ass section before a checkpoint, man. Come here, boy. Boring. Oh, why did I do that? Oh, did I miss a checkpoint? Oh, I know it generates new ones. The original games too did that, I believe. Right, so at least we're making some progress. Isn't there like a Crash Bandicoot mobile game? Oh, I like the toucan. Nice bird. But there's like a mobile game? Did that do well? I mean, I didn't play it because most mobile games are fucking trash. Boing. Stay on target. Eyes on target. Why do I remember that? Because it's so unnecessary. All the dialogue in this game is so pointless. It's like, do we need this? I guess they've got like the voice actors and stuff, so they're like, we may as well get them to do a few extra lines. There's a really cringe-worthy corner line later on in the game, in one of the like extra levels. I'll let it speak for itself when we reach there, but it's so bad. Yeah, the first level with the little jetboard surfboard thingy from Crash 2, with all the things to bring back, was a bit of a pain in the ass. Here we go. This is the first level I would actually I would describe as. I need to work on my English. I should know English. I've been speaking it for 26 fucking years. Oh, another shark. So there's 3 different shark enemies in the game. That's very bizarre. You get robo sharks, you get normal sharks, and you get big boy captain sharks. But yeah, but when it's just a pure platforming like this, I really enjoy it. Alright, well, I guess I couldn't ask for long. Away we go. But look how it's a tiny little segment as well, it's very weird. Give me that. I nearly died in the process. But to be honest, I could have done without the jetboard stuff. It doesn't really add much. I gave it a pass in the original game since they're so short, but here they're just a lot longer and just kind of tedious and just annoying in places, to be honest. Right, boy, let's get going. Oh! Right, I'm not waiting around. Oh, I guess I'm going to have to wait around. Oh, this level has a mini-boss in the end. Yeah, I hate that as well. Luckily, you don't have to do the mini-boss on the time trial. I guess because it's got like random elements associated with it, so you can't really do a time trial on that. It's not really fair. Oh, I encountered a glitch here once at this point. See that enemy there? I got killed by him once, and that's because he didn't spawn. Well, the visuals didn't spawn, but obviously the collisions did. So I died, and it sucked. But yeah, I said this game's got lots of little glitches like that. Oh shit. Oh, it's a knockout. Oh. What I don't like are the mice in these levels. Here he is, the death route. Let's do the death route, why not? This one's okay actually, I think. Find the hidden group. Yeah, I've already did it, boy. I'm one step ahead of you. Oh, notable frame rate issues there on the playthrough. It's again, it's just too much shit. Like, my computer's getting a bit out of date now. Like, I've got like 32 gigs of RAM and stuff. But even so, it shouldn't be this bad. How did I not die there? I really don't know. Thing is, the first time I did this death route, I didn't die the first time. Well, I said the first time was kind of redundant. So, either it was too easy, or I was just playing really good at the time, for once. Which for me is rare. But yeah, there we go. I did it the first time, my god. I'm a super player. Super Mario Bros. For super players, and I am a super player. I actually did beat that as a kid, surprisingly. I mean, I wouldn't have done it if it wasn't for, like, saves between each level, but... Each level is at each world, I don't remember, it's been a while. And he eats one. Oh, he eats a... Chomp chomp. Oh, that's... Okay, that's... I'd never noticed that he actually burped up the skelly he threw at you. Ooh. Here we go, it's mini-boss time. But weird, we've never had like a mini-boss in a level like this. Oh no, it's not mini-boss time. Oh. I'm dead. I don't like the mice. Because it throws a bit of a random element at you. And it's... Platform games, you shouldn't have random elements in them. There's an enemy later on in the spacey levels, which has no it has no tell when he's going to attack, and it makes him bloody hard because you're just like standing there like, are you going to attack now? There's no animation or anything. Oh god. So what am I supposed to do with this one? Do I just like come back and just run for it afterwards? I don't get it. But the fact there's no pattern, it just makes it annoying to do. Well, here's the mini-boss. I'm correct. I'm definitely correct this time. Louise, is it? I don't get the name. I really don't. It's probably a jokey reason why. So what you need to do, you need to get those boys to touch the tentacles. Normally you want to avoid tentacles. But here you actually want to touch them. Oh, there's another one I got. It's not particularly hard, but it's just like so out of place. Like, why not just have a boss? Like, make it a bit more involved. Oh, I got chomped. 3 more tentacles. Tentacles. Come here. God, they take so long to move, it annoys me. Come on. It's getting on my nerves now. I can't even go that close. Oh, the turning circle's so bloody huge. Please, just hit the bloody thing already. Thank you. Yeah, this boss sucks. It sucks balls. Why'd you put a boss at the end of a level like that?